Right now, as you watch this video, invisible forces are draining your bank account, and you probably have no idea it's happening. Let's dive deep. Here's a scary truth. Most people who feel broke aren't broke because they don't earn enough. They're broke because of silent money killers, small, sneaky expenses and habits that chip away at their wealth every single day without them even noticing. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to expose the 5 biggest ones that might be robbing you right now, plus show you exactly how to stop them. Think about it. You work hard, you get your paycheck, you pay your bills, and somehow by the end of the month, there's barely anything left. Sound familiar? The average American household loses over $3,000 every single year to these silent killers. That's not a typo. $3,000 just vanishing. But here's the thing. Once you know what to look for, you can plug these leaks and start keeping more of your money. Let's swim to the next part. Now let me show you how these money killers actually work in the real world through 3 examples that might hit a little too close to home. Example number 1, the subscription graveyard. Meet Sarah. She's 28, earns a decent salary, and considers herself pretty good with money. But when she finally sat down and audited her bank statements last year, she discovered something shocking. She was paying for 17 different subscriptions: Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Spotify, Apple Music, 2 meditation apps she downloaded during the pandemic and forgot about, a gym membership she hadn't used in 8 months, cloud storage for 3 different services, a meal kit delivery she paused but never canceled. The list went on. Total damage? $247 every single month. That's nearly $3,000 a year bleeding out of her account for things she barely used or completely forgot existed. And Sarah isn't alone, but wait until you hear example 2, because this one is even sneakier. Time to surface with something important. Example number 2, the convenience tax. Meet Marcus. He's 35, works in tech, and values his time more than anything. So he optimizes for convenience everywhere. He orders DoorDash 3 times a week instead of cooking. Average order $42 including fees and tips. He uses Instacart for groceries because who has time to walk through a store? He takes Ubers instead of the subway because it's faster. Here's the crazy part. When Marcus actually calculated his convenience spending versus doing things the old-fashioned way, the numbers were brutal. DoorDash 3 times weekly? That's roughly $550 a month. The same meals made at home? About $180. Instacart with fees, tips, and marked up prices? About $600 monthly. Same groceries bought in person? Around $450. Uber rides instead of public transit? $300 a month versus $90 on a transit pass. Total convenience tax Marcus was paying? Over $730 every month. That's $8,760 a year for the privilege of not being slightly inconvenienced. Let's navigate further. Example number 3, the silent investment killer. This one doesn't show up on any bank statement, which makes it the most dangerous of all. Meet Jennifer. She's 42 and has been diligently putting money into her 401k for 15 years. She's proud of herself for saving consistently. But Jennifer never looked closely at her fund's expense ratio. Her actively managed fund charged 1.2% annually. Doesn't sound like much, right? Wrong, dead wrong. Let's do the math. Jennifer has saved $200,000 so far. If she keeps contributing $500 monthly for the next 20 years, with her current 1.2% fee fund, she'll end up with approximately $1,050,000. But if she switched to a low-cost index fund charging just 0.03%, she'd have approximately $1,240,000. That's a difference of $190,000 gone. Poof. Evaporated into fund management fees. And here's the kicker. Her high-fee fund didn't even beat the simple index fund over that period. She paid more to get less. By the way, if these numbers are starting to open your eyes, a quick like really helps this video reach more people who need to hear this. So now you've seen how these silent killers operate. Sarah with her subscription graveyard, Marcus with his convenience tax, Jennifer with her invisible investment fees. Remember, I promised to show you exactly how to stop these money drains? Here's your action plan. The first thing you can do is run a subscription audit right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Open your bank and credit card statements from the last 3 months. Use a highlighter, physical or digital, and mark every single recurring charge. You'll probably find at least 3 to 5 subscriptions you forgot existed. Cancel ruthlessly. If you haven't used something in 30 days, it's gone. You can always resubscribe later if you actually miss it, but studies show 90% of people never do. Another powerful move is implementing the inconvenience buffer. I know. I just told you Marcus was wasting money on convenience. But here's the psychological trick. Don't delete your delivery apps. Instead, log out of them and delete your saved payment info. Now, ordering DoorDash requires you to log in, re-enter your card, and confirm. Those extra 30 seconds of friction? They cut impulse ordering by over 60% according to behavioral research. Same principle for Uber. Keep the app, but remove your card. The extra step of manually entering payment makes you actually think, do I really need this ride? Or can I walk or take transit? And here's something most people overlook. Check your investment expense ratios today. Log into your 401k or IRA. Find each fund you're invested in. Look for the expense ratio, sometimes called the management fee. If any fund charges more than 0.5%, you're probably overpaying. Look for the equivalent index fund in your plan's lineup. It'll usually be labeled something like S&P 500 Index or Total Market Index. This single switch could save you 6 figures over your investing lifetime. No joke. The fourth strategy is setting up a money leak alert. Most banks now let you create custom notifications. Set one for any recurring charge over $10. Every time a subscription renews, you'll get a ping. That tiny moment of awareness is often enough to make you think, wait, do I still use this? And finally, do a 30-day spending freeze on one category at a time. This month, 0 food delivery. Next month, 0 ride shares. The month after, audit all your streaming services. By tackling one category at a time, it doesn't feel overwhelming, and you'll quickly discover which conveniences you actually value versus which ones are just lazy habits. So let's bring it all together. Silent money killers are called silent for a reason. They don't announce themselves. They're the forgotten subscriptions, the convenient shortcuts, the tiny percentages that seem harmless but compound into massive losses over time. But now you can see them. Sarah's subscription graveyard, Marcus's convenience tax, Jennifer's invisible investment fees, and you have the tools to fight back. Subscription audits, inconvenience buffers, expense ratio checks, spending alerts, and category freezes. And that's the deep end of silent money killers. If this helped you see where your money might be disappearing, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next deep dive. And drop a comment. Which of these 5 money killers do you think is draining your wallet the most? I'm genuinely curious. I'll see you in the next video.